100 naira eko. Esamba seko.
Good morning, viewers. Happy new week. You're welcome to another exciting edition of the program Lagos This Morning. Today, 20th of February 2023. This week is a very solid one because we have just 5 days to the election, to the presidential election. So we'll be discussing about recent topics in Lagos State and also across the Federation. I am Olajide Taufik Olamide.
I am Adeni Adiola. Welcome to Lagos This Morning.
All right, let's take a look at the main headlines for the day. On 2023 presidency, will polls translate to Obi'S victory? On Naira crisis, APC urges Buhari, CBN to obey Supreme Court order. Nigeria yet to produce a president ready for the office, Bishop Kuka. Peter Obi is Nigeria's answer for real change, Oshuntokun. Festus Keyamo reveals why APC governors dragged President Muhammadu Buhari to Supreme Court. Why I campaign in the market, that is coming from the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi. Nigerian man breaks down in tears as he asks dad for forgiveness after going against his wish. And the last one, woman set herself ablaze over inability to repay 70,000 naira loan. Right, let's look into the details for more.
Will polls translate to Obi's victory? Presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, is going into the February 25 election as a front-runner doing good numbers in polls, months after his ambition was dismissed by those who now see him as a threat. In a speech after defecting, the former Anambra governor decried how those who should take care of people's welfare were spending dollars on delegates, turning Nigeria into a laughingstock. The popularity of the 61-year-old ex-bank chief surged after he joined forces with the LP, and a section of the youth demographic took his ambition as a personal project, campaigning on and off social media. Replying to mockers who said the LP has no structure, officers and members in the 774 local government areas, Obi's followers, known as Obedient, usually describe themselves as a structure that would mobilize the grassroots.
Yeah, if we look at the structure we have been talking about in this forthcoming election, the structure are not buildings, they are not machines, they are human beings.
Exactly.
They are human beings. So on that one, I believe that Peter Obi is on the right track. And if we look at deciding if polls will actually translate to vote for Peter Obi, well, that is left for Peter Obi supporters and his well-wishers and obedient family to make it possible for him. Because if the polls can actually say that, because there are so many polls, the Anna Foundation polls, the Bloomberg polls as well, that have been stating that Peter Obi is leading other candidates. And if he can lead in the polls, well, so far so good. All other candidates have come out to debunk all those stuffs like, okay, polls does not mean that you would actually win, like you would come out on top at the election, which is because Peter Obi and the rest of the other candidates are looking at the election from different perspectives. The rest of the candidates are based on their own way of winning, which is their structure. And if we look into their kind of structure, it is a different structure from Peter Obi's structure. Their own structure is focused on money. We saw during the presidential primaries of both the APC and the PDP how they used dollars to induce delegates. We saw it, which was in broad daylight. Yeah. We saw it, a particular delegate went back to his hometown. He actually stacked all the money on the table and he started sharing it. So they are basing their own way of winning the election on money, whereby they induce INEC staffs, induce the party agent as well of their opponents. So Peter Obi is coming out to say that he is not giving anything to anybody. If he wins, fine. Then if he doesn't win, he goes back to his business. Like, it's not a do or die thing. And he didn't induce anybody before he became the Labour Party presidential flag bearer. Although some people would come out to tell you that he actually went there because he had no competitor. But looking at it, those who actually became the flag bearer of the major parties today, if you remove money, they might not end up as the flag bearer, because they were able to outspend their opponents. That was why they became the flag bearer. If you notice it, it is because they have either been able to outspend them, one, or they've planted people